Well, hello, my friend. Welcome or welcome back to Cross Fitness, helping men and women get the best spiritual shape of their lives, one workout at a time. Quick thought in this video that I'm calling highly unlikely. So I was in 1 Kings chapter 17, a story about the great prophet Elijah, and God had supernaturally provided for him at a brook, kind of hidden him away for a time during a drought, and had ravens bring him food. And then when the drought dried up, he had to relocate. And so, by the way, there's a little mini message in there for us. Sometimes God's provision is for a season, and then the thing that he provided for us dries up, and we got to move on. So anyway, that's kind of interesting. Anyway, he goes to Zarephath, and God directs him to a widow who's picking up some sticks to gather to make her last meal for her and her son. And so here we have some highly unlikely things happening. First of all, it's God sends the great prophet Elijah to a highly unusual place, Zarephath. And then he chooses a highly unlikely person, widow, to provide food for him for the duration of the drought. It's like 3.5 years. And then he chooses a highly unlikely method in which to provide for the prophet and the woman and her son. Elijah says to the lady, go and take what little flour and oil you have, just enough to make your last meal, and bring me a cake, bring me some biscuit basically, and some water to eat. So that took a lot of faith. And then that all culminated through her obedience to a highly unlikely outcome, and that is, per the word of the Lord through the man of God, that the flour would not cease and the jar of oil would not go dry until the end of the drought. And again, it was like a 3.5-year period of time where God told him, and then he passed that along to wicked King Ahab, at my word, it will not rain until I say so, by the word of the Lord. And that's exactly what happened. So what do we have here? We have some highly unlikely things, everybody. God sends the prophet to a highly unlikely place. He chooses a highly unlikely woman, and he institutes a highly unlikely method to get, and it's a highly unlikely outcome where it's a miracle, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, all at the word of the Lord. So what am I saying to you in 2026? I'm saying the Lord may invite you into a highly unlikely place and bring someone who's a highly unlikely person into your life that God's going to use to provide for you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And he may institute a highly unlikely method, a procedure, a protocol, a decision, a turn here, a turn there, that's not going to make a lot of sense to you. It's going to be very strange, weird in fact, but if you obey, if someone else obeys, then it's going to culminate in a highly unlikely outcome for the glory of God and for the blessing of you. So there you go. Highly unlikely. I just thought that was interesting. As I was in 1 Kings chapter 17, I thought, this is very interesting here. Well, I hope that gives you something to ponder today. For now, I'm David, your virtual mentor, reminding you that I'm always for you. Hey, I'm never against you. Have a great day. Grace and peace.